Yo, what is the deal, everybody? What is the deal? Welcome to another Raider Nation Unlimited. I'm your man, Wasted Talent. Had to rush in the house. It's cold out here. I had to rush in the house. I had to make sure I got on the air, everybody. Excuse me. But get wasted with your brother, Wasted. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Before we get to cooking, before we get started, we have over 100 in the room, so now we can get started. Everybody, this stream is powered by BetUS. Get 150% on your first deposit. Then get 125% on your next two deposits, up to $2,000 using YouTube code 150. And I'm going to tell you something. This stream is powered by BetUS. Now, look, man. Look, I tell you, it's cold outside, man. I had to get back in the house. You know what I mean? And had to rush back in the house. I had to go run to drop something off to my mom. So shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to everybody here. Time to get rocking. Time to get cooking here, man. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me hang the jacket up. Man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Get wasted with your brother, Wasted, y'all. Woo! So, guys, there's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on. Oh, yeah, no. Hey, Bryce, get F up out of here, man. Get F up out of here with your crap. You damn right You damn right I ran. And, Rudy, you can get the F up out of here, too. You damn right I got a scar for him, man. I'm a gentleman, brother. I'm a gentleman, man. I'm a fly gentleman, bro. You got to chill, bro. But dig, look, there's a lot going on, y'all. There's a lot going on. Yo, to be honest with you, I wasn't gonna do a show because I was busy. I didn't get off of work too late. I got stuff going on, right? But I start looking at the news, and then I'm like, well, damn, man, it hasn't been a lot going on here. You know what I mean? There's not a lot been going on my channel. I said, it's time for me to get rocking it, man. I gotta get back at it, man. So let's get rocking, y'all. There's a lot of rumors, yo. There's a lot of rumors going around about Shedeur Sanders, bro. And I want to get on that. I want to get on the Sam Darnold stuff that's floating around. And yo, there's just a lot of rumors floating around about our roster, man. It's crazy when you get a new regime that comes in. You kind of don't really know what to expect. You don't know what to expect. You don't know who's going to get signed, who's not going to get signed. You don't really know exactly which direction they're going to go. But you know what? I'm here to give you guys a little get this coffee down too. Whew. First cup of coffee I had all day, man. I need it. Yeah, you was going CGR. You was going to shout out to my dog CGR, man. But Dick, there is a lot going on, bro. A lot going on, and I'm gonna be real with you. One of the big rumors, and we're not gonna start off with the quarterback stuff because we're not gonna get into the Sam Darnold stuff right now. Rudy, you're jumping the effing line, Rudy, again. I want to get into another member of this roster that I'm going to be for real with you, man. I have a list of free agents that the Raiders must sign and keep before they go outside of their own house. And this guy's right there at the top. And there's a rumor about Trayvon Merrick leaving the Raiders for NFC South team. Now, I'm gonna be quite honest with you, man. To me, this is a rumor to where, look, man, where there's smoke, there's fire. I don't know how Pete Carroll and John Spytek are going to go about building this secondary. But the one thing that I do know is by keeping Patrick Graham, I don't really see the Raiders letting some of their key pieces walk out of the door. But in a report, by David Latham. Safety Trayvon Merrick is one of the better young talents on the Las Vegas Raiders, but the impending free agent might continue his career in a new organization. A second-round pick in 2021 out of TCU. He's one of the game's better safeties. And entering the league, he should earn a sizable pay raise in the coming months. But however, his new contract might not come from the Raiders, at least if Matt Bowen is believed from ESPN. In a recent article, the NFL analyst listed the Carolina Panthers as the best fit for the impending free agent. Now, keep in mind, Bowen's piece has like some free agents returning to their original team, which seemed to suggest, that Bowen, I don't know, man. I mean, look, man, I don't even want to read any more of this because I've been noticing a theme, right? I'm gonna kind of derail what I was gonna talk about right here, right now, right? We got almost 300 in the room. Get wasted with your brother wasted. Share this thing out to all social media. It seems like it's a concerted effort. Oh my God, this is too bright. Jesus, this is too bright. Thank you. It seems like it's a concerted effort from the media and from pundits that, and I believe what Charles Woods has said. He said, why can't the Raiders have any good things? Every report that I see out there, everyone has us losing Max Crosby, has us losing Robert Spillane, has us losing Trayvon Merrick, has us losing Malcolm Kuntz. I mean, to me, what sense does that make? Why would John Spytek and Pete Carroll bring back Patrick Graham and allow all of their good defensive players to walk out of the building? What sense does that make? I've only seen one article that has, the Raiders signing Max. Everybody else, they got articles, and I know this is clickbait season. There's nothing going on. Free agency hasn't started yet. The draft hasn't started. The combine hasn't started. So now they don't have shit to write about. So you have a lot of these jackwagon reporters having Max Crosby go to Green Bay, having him go to Detroit, having him go to Buffalo. And you know what I say to that? As some of my Jersey brethren would say, I would say, Ungats. It's not gonna happen, bro. It's not gonna effing happen. Shout out to everybody in the room. It's not, and it's coming from some reputable sources. Now I'm gonna go through the tapestry of freaking, reporters. We're gonna go through that. I'm gonna give you guys a solid hour and 20 minutes going through the nonsense. But man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I personally think that job one, Max Crosby. Job two, Trayvon Merrick. He's a guy we drafted. He's young. Job three is Spill. And job four is Kuntz. And the only reason why is because Malcolm Kuntz is coming off of an injury. He was a one-hit wonder. And there are some other options out there as far as edge rushers go. They might be a little more pricey, though. Now, look, man. Everyone else, it's up for debate. Everyone else is up for debate, guys. Everyone else up for debate. Shout out to the almost 400 in the room, man. And guys, listen, the membership's pinned up to the top. If anybody wants to become a member of the Wasted Talent Army, there it is for you. Shout out to everybody in the room. My guy, Sim T. Mason Graham, Michigan Wolverines DT, seemed to have his stock rising. I mean, bro, you won't find, 5 other players in the draft better than Mason Graham, right? Mason Graham is one of them ones, bro, so to speak. Mason Graham is he's a top 10 prospect in this draft. It all depends on your need. Right now, the Raiders are in a weird situation. They're a very precarious situation because when you think about the Raider defensive line, you think about last year. You don't think about all of the things and the pieces and the players that they might have lost in this offseason and that might not re-sign with them. There's no guarantee that Adam Butler comes back. There's no guarantee Malcolm Kuntz comes back. There's just no guarantees what we got going on here. There's no guarantees. It's no guarantees. And the thing is, for me, I'm of the mindset that Adam Butler is also the fifth guy that we got to bring back. I think that he's a glue guy. He's active. He's mobile, hostile, and agile. Right. He's a guy that you're not going to have to back up the Brinks truck to sign. You know, I think he's going to demand a lot more because this is the only big contract he's going to get. But you know, the value of his contract is going to be commensurate to what we're used to paying other big pieces of this team. Now, you can't have him making anywhere near what Christian Wilkins makes, right? So it will, you know, it will behoove the Raiders to figure a few things out, right? Now, I think quarterback is where it begins and ends. Now, I think the Raiders got to set the table paying Max Crosby first and foremost, getting that out of the way, right? And then they have to decide whether they're going to go free agent quarterback or are they going to move up in the draft and go get their guy. They got to decide. They have to decide now, right? Now, to me, I am of the mindset that I would have no problem with the Raiders going out there and getting a guy like Aaron Rodgers. I'd have no problem. I think the way that you make people in the building and this fan base happy is putting a definite behind center, right? So if you go and get a Shedeur Sanders, right? Shedeur Sanders is widely regarded as the number one guy in this draft as far as from a quarterback perspective, right? Him or Cam Ward, they effectively buy the fan base 3 years of grace because that's what you're looking for, right? I mean, it all depends on if the kid is good or not. But if you want a fail-safe, right, and you want to make sure that Max Crosby's happy, that we're competitive, that Pete Carroll's happy, that you have a guy that can run Chip Kelly's offense, and you're not going to have to wonder whether he can play and all of this and that and make adjustments, and you go get a guy like a Rodgers. You go get Rodgers. Like, to me, the kind of money that they're going to have to pay Sam Darnold or the kind of draft capital or money they will possibly have to pay a Matthew Stafford is something that I'm not willing to sign up for. Not for a guy that I didn't draft, right? And I think that Aaron Rodgers, the price tag will be more it'll be more team friendly. And he's a guy that's on the same timeline as Pete Carroll. He's on the same timeline as us because I'm going to tell you something. The Raiders don't have much time to turn this shit around, right? And it leaves you open to go BPA. It leaves you open to fill the roster in around him, possibly draft a young guy later in the draft to develop. And then once he leaves the Raiders, right, now you can have the whole roster built up. You can have a winning culture that's installed because he is a winner, right? And then once he's ready to leave, now the Raiders can either go out and get the next younger free agent quarterback, having this be a great situation for him to come into, or trade the farm to go get the next wonderkind in the next 2 or 3 years. I mean, to me, or they could have a kid on the roster and develop him. To me, that's the best case scenario for the Raiders, man. I know a lot of people don't agree with me, but we're going to get back into the show. My guy, Raider Mason, bro, became a YouTube member. Shout out to my guy, Raider Mason, man. Shout out to him, bro. I mean, my God. Raider Mason, bro. Welcome to the Wasted Talent Army. Salute. Oh, my God. Yo, shout out to my guy, Rudy the Vet Russo. Here's some scarf money, big homie. Appreciate you, bro. Take your Apex and delete Bleacher Report. It's great for your mental health. Hotep and Bill, Radiation for Life. And say no to Darnold. We're going to get into that, yo. Shout out to my guy, Rudy the Vet Russo, coming in with the haymaker with the $10 holla. Appreciate you. My guy, Rorschach. Hope to get to the east side with the Mob Fathers and George Jefferson. Wasted. I have never been unceremoniously blocked and told to get the F out of here. Well, you will be today. God damn it. Call me George F. and Jefferson. The F is wrong with you. Sherman Hemsley, man. The F. So let's get into it, man. Shout out to y'all. My guy Axe S, man. What it is, man. Cane Town. Wasted. How do you feel about Rodgers being thought of as bad for the locker room? Looked like bro rarely interacted with his teammates in 2024. Look, bro. I don't buy into that. I don't buy into a guy like Aaron Rodgers who's as accomplished and loved by a lot of his former teammates as being a bad guy for the locker room. I don't buy that. And I'm going to be honest with you, yo, when you start talking about this Raiders team, you start talking about quarterback play, let me tell you something, bro. The bar's not set very fucking high, bro. It ain't set very high. If he comes in and gives you 28 touchdowns and 11 picks and throws for over 3,000, almost 4,000 yards, bro, I don't think that anyone in his locker room will have a problem with him if he's winning. Winning is the great elixir, bro. Winning's the great elixir. So if you're looking for like a 41-year-old quarterback to be best buddies with guys who are half his age or kids on a team that could possibly be his son, I just think that, you know, you have to be relatable. But when you have a quarterback that's as accomplished as Aaron Rodgers, as soon as he walks through the door, you got guys that are your teammates that grew up watching you play, right? So it's different. Like Peyton Manning went through this, Tom Brady went through this. They're not looking at you as their equal, bro. You're damn near 20 years older than some of these guys. If you're 41 or 42 years old and you got a 21-year-old kid coming in the locker room, right? You are effectively 20 joints older than him, bro. 20 joints. Like a lot of times, bro, I sit back sometimes, right? And I don't realize that I'm old enough. You know, I have a child that's driving and going to college, right? This is just me, right? And when I look at Aaron Rodgers being 41 years old and being in his 40s, I remember, you know, at work when I got to be that age, when I got to be like over 40, right? I was like, damn, you know, yo, this kid that started could be my kid. It's guys I work with that I talk to every day, and they could be my kid. And I look at that, and the way that we interact, yo, we could be equals and we can work together, but we don't communicate in a way that you communicate with your peer. So Aaron Rodgers can come in that locker room, do his thing. He don't got to be best friends with everybody as long as they respect him and they'll follow and move behind him. He can get them to move with him. Now, I don't look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, man. My guy, Rodgers paired with Debo. Nah, Jared Rodgers. I don't want no parts of Debo Samuels, bro. Debo Samuels is a guy that is a creation of Kyle Shanahan's offense. No one else is going to use him like that. No one. Believe you me, no one else is going to use him like that. No one's going to use him like that. I'm telling you right now, man. So Debo Samuels, bro, is one of the. I think if he doesn't go to the right situation, bro, that's going to be something that blows up in people's face when they sign that guy, bro. And do I think Rodgers will answer to Brady? I mean, why would he not? I mean, Tom Brady's a guy that's a friend of his. He respects Tom Brady. You know, and see, Raider Manny, this is the thing about, you know, Stafford. If all things were being equal and Matthew Stafford was free and clear right now, and I can go and sign him, because I know the Jets are cutting Aaron Rodgers, right? I don't know if they're going to do it pre-June 1st, right? If it's both June 1st and they cut him, because I know with Stafford, I got to see what the cap penalty would be like, right? But when you start talking about Stafford, I don't necessarily think the Rams are going to cut Matthew Stafford. I think they're shopping him, but you know, why would the Rams get rid of Matthew Stafford? They still have his bird rights for the next 2 years. It's an expensive contract. Yeah, they're sick of his wife, right? But I don't see the Rams getting rid of Matt Stafford. If they did, though, right, and those two guys were free and clear, and we didn't have to give up any draft capital, it was a matter of contractual value, I would probably sign Stafford because he's like 5 years younger than Aaron Rodgers. And that's the only reason why. Matthew Stafford still has a lot left, right? With Rodgers, I think it'll be a deal that's more advantageous to the Raiders. I think it might work out a little better because you'll be able to build around him more. You'll be able to go out there and draft a quarterback and you can even draft the quarterback in the second, first round, whatever. You can do that and have an Aaron Rodgers here because I feel like he's so long in the tooth that there's a certain baseline of amount of money that he can ask for. Yeah, so, but when we start talking about what the Raiders are going to do, right? The biggest thing that's been floating around there in Raider Nation, bro, and it's been going around the last few days. Everybody's been talking about it. People are expecting the Raiders to hand a hefty contract to none other than Sam Darnold, man. You know, this year's free agent class of quarterback is becoming so interesting, but Sam Darnold's what makes it very, very interesting and intriguing, right? A lot of people think that the Vikings are going to go and they're going to franchise Sam Darnold, and I don't believe so. And I think Kevin O'Connell kind of talked about this at the Super Bowl. If you see the Vikings franchise Sam Darnold, then that tells you everything you need to know about how J.J. McCarthy is doing, right? But from what I understand, J.J. McCarthy's progressing well as far as his health goes. And I can't see an organization drafting a kid that early and not playing him this year. You know, and not for nothing, had J.J. McCarthy's knee not gotten hurt, he probably would have started this year. It was looking that way, and it was looking that way based off of his play in preseason. He was absolutely cooking in preseason. But, you know, Kevin O'Connell and the Rams, not the Rams, but the Vikings, have kind of trumped up this whole Sam Darnold thing. And I think that Raider Nation, I think the Raiders organization really, really need to kind of pump the brakes a little bit, right? Now, as far as from a play calling perspective, you know, if Chip Kelly is as advertised, you know, I don't think it'll be a huge drop off as far as scheme and play calling. But what I do think there'll be, you know, a big drop off is not having Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. Now, look, I understand. I love Jacoby Myers. I love Brock Bowers. But, you know, what the Rams have as far as from an offensive line standpoint and just an all-around standpoint as far as skill position guys, right, is a pretty great mixture of guys. You know, Aaron Jones and Tegan Hockenson and all these guys and Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson. I mean, they're loaded and they have a line. And I think that, you know, Sam Darnold kind of has had the best of everything. And I want to see what that looks like, man. I'm not willing to give a one-year wonder, you know, $114 million contract, bro. You know, the Vikings are in a situation where they kind of hold the cards, right? So if J.J. McCarthy is hurt, they're going to give him his money. They're going to give him his money. Yo, shout out to almost 600 in the room. Get wasted what your brother wasted, man. Shock Bowers. Yo, I think Chip could scheme a real nice game for Darnold strength. Just need to draft or sign a stud wide receiver to mix it up with Brox and Jacoby. I see. This is the thing, right? When you start talking about, you know, a wide receiver, right? Wide receivers are great. Wide receivers are awesome. It's great to have a stud wide receiver, right? Problem is this, man. If you have a quarterback that is a little skittish, right? And you have a quarterback that said at one time with the New York Jets that he was seeing ghosts. If you don't address the offensive line, I mean, bringing in Sam Darnold means that, yo, if you're going to spend $100 million on Sam Darnold, you better match that, you know, as far as contractual value, and go out and go address that offensive line and make sure that the guy doesn't get touched. But I wanted Sam Darnold when it was a value play for the Raiders. Before Sam Darnold made this ascension, I was a big go out there and go get Sam Darnold. Now that Sam Darnold is going to cost a lot of money, I'm not willing to do that. And I'm going to tell you why I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to go out there and get Sam Darnold because essentially what you're doing is you are taking on the responsibility of a quarterback that you're linked to that might or might not work out, that you can't get rid of. That is essentially the equal of drafting the wrong quarterback. That means you're signing up for the Sam Darnold experience for the next 3 years, right? With a guy like a Rodgers, you know that Aaron Rodgers can play this game. If you don't know nothing else, you know Aaron Rodgers can play football. The difference is this, right? He is an older guy, right? So there's got to be a trap door somewhere in that contract. There's got to be a trap door somewhere in that contract. Because he's an older guy. Sam Darnold wants those assurances because he's a young guy. He has football left in him. He's not taking no deal. He's going to the highest bidder, and you're going to be stuck with him if he plays bad. I would rather take that chance on a guy I drafted. I'm sorry, man. My guy. Woo. Thank you, everybody. My guy, James Williams. We have seen this before. Palmer, Jimmy G, Minshew, etc. Vinny B is talking about paying Darnold $45 million a year. This would be the most unserious mistake. And, bro, I totally agree with you. To me, I'm of the estimation that I would rather you move up and get Shedeur Sanders than pay that kind of money for this guy. I'm sorry, bro. I am sorry, bro. No, I'm not sick. Not sick, bro. It's just a little cold, bro. It's cold outside. You know, just sneeze, bro. I'm cool. All good, man. All good. Please don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Yo, my guy, Butterface Raider, member for 1 month. Wasted. You on point with Rodgers. I appreciate that, bro. I think it's a dollar cost average kind of thing, bro. It's a dollar cost average kind of thing. And then you got to look at it from this prism. Do you see Aaron Rodgers in the National Football League in 3 years? Probably not. Have we seen Aaron Rodgers be on the roster with a highly drafted quarterback and that quarterback developed? Yes, we've seen that. Jordan Love. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers was integral in that. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers was cool with him or any of that. But I know that I've seen it happen before with him on the rosters and being a better player than he is today. Yes, I've seen that before. I've 100% seen that before. My guy Intel is in a place, man. My dear sweet brother Noopsy. Shout out to my brother Intel in a place to be. So, guys, look. I forgot to share something before the show, right? And I was going to put a show together. I might do it this weekend. But really quickly, guys, before we get back into the show, did you guys realize something? Did you guys realize that, you know, not only is this stream powered by BetUS, not only is it stream powered by BetUS, you make sure when you guys go over to BetUS, you get 150% bonus on your first deposit, then 125% deposit on your next 2 deposits up to $2,000 using YouTube code 150. There's none better and none greater than BetUS. And you tell them Wasted Talent sent you. But it's funny. I don't know if you guys realize this, right? And I didn't realize it. I went to my YouTube studios and I looked and it said a day or two ago that my first video that I've ever published on this channel was 3 years ago. Now, it's funny. When you look in the YouTube studio, it says that this channel has been going since 2020, and that's not true. I had this channel. I had posted like a video. I made a video for my daughter's birthday, and that's the only reason why I started this YouTube account. And that was the only thing on there, right? And then when I just started to start my podcast, I said, you know what? Let me just take that video down because I took it down and I rebranded the channel and I started my channel and I got going. So the anniversary of the Wasted Talent podcast, Raider Nation Unlimited, was a day ago. So we are 3 years strong. Yo, this is my 3rd year in content creation. And I want to thank every single one of y'all. I want to thank guys like Intel. I want to thank guys like Top Beats. I want to thank guys like Hug D's and Steam T and yo, I mean, all of y'all, bro. My man, 50 grand CGR. I want to thank my dog, Rudy the Vet Russo, James Williams, YouTube, Space Beast, been here since the beginning. So many people. I want to thank my dog, Thor. Thor, man, from the Raider Nation Drinking Club. Shout out to Thor, man. Much love to Thor, bro. Yo, it's so many people, bro. Adam Sweeney, all y'all. I wanted to put together a show. Yo, the only person I don't thank is Anthony. F him. So shout out to my guy Anthony, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. We 3 years strong. It don't seem like it, do it? Thank you for all the congratulations. Yo, my guy, Mr. Cold Blooded is in the place. Oh, my guy, Intel with the bomb, yo. Salute, Intel, bro. Congratulations. Yo, thank you. Appreciate you, my dog. Thank you, bro. As always, brother. For supporting the channel, bro, and keeping the lights on, bro. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Yo, especially like guys like Intel, bro. Yo, guys like 24. Yo, Rudy, Big Mike, Yo, all my guys, I didn't mean to derail the show with this, right? But guys, yo, all of y'all have really, 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 really kept me going through this. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I was gonna just do this. I was out sick from work. I was gonna go back to work and I was gonna stop doing this. And just all the love and the support from everybody is what kept me going, bro. I appreciate that, bro. Like real rap. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I even appreciate the people that like don't like me and that leave bad comments and troll and shit. I appreciate that too, because that's fuel. That's fuel. I take that, and sometimes people that don't like the channel, they give you constructive criticism you can take. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it don't land, but y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just appreciate every single person who's ever sent a super, anybody who's ever sent a comment, anybody who's ever liked the video, anybody who's ever helped out. Bro, listen, you got guys like Graph, especially. I gotta thank Graphic first, because I wasn't even going to do this shit. He's the one who said, yo, bro, you need to do it. He had like a show one time. I was commenting. He was like, yo, man, yo, you need to say, bro, you need to do a pod. Because he was like, yo, I kept commenting. He's like, yo, wasted time. He was like, yo, man, you comfortable being on camera? And I was like, yeah, fuck it. So he pulls me up on the show, and we just went crazy that day. He had a whole bunch of guys on the screen, and then he was like, yo, then he hit me behind the scenes. He was like, yo, you need to start a podcast, bro. I don't know what you do for a living, but you need to start a podcast. And I thought about it. So I started it, right? So then after I start the podcast, the podcast, Hammer has me on his show. Shout out to my guy, Hammer. I got much love for Hammer. Love Hammer, bro. Hammer used to have me on in the daytime, and I got comfortable on Hammer's show, being on air. So then I kept telling everybody I'm going to start a podcast. So when I first started my podcast, everybody's waiting for it. Boom, I got monetized in like a week. And guess what? Mitchell Renz came on my show. And Mitchell Renz supported me too. Shout out to Mitch, man. You know what I'm saying? I no disrespect to that brother. Shout out to him. He supported me, yo. Then Samoan Raider came on the show. And Samoan Raider sent mad people to me, bro. Shout out to Samoan, yo. Then I was reaching out, and then I was like, damn, you know who I would want to have on my show? Sanjeet. And Sanjeet came on. And Sanjeet supported me. Now, I had only been podcasting for a month. All these dudes came on my show the first month I was podcasting. Shout out to these guys, man. Shout out to them. Shout out to Thor from the Raider Nation Drinking Club, bro. My brother Thor. Thor supported me. Yo, shout out to Thor, bro. Shout out to all these dudes, man. Shout out to them, because if it wasn't for these guys, man, especially my dog Graph, man, especially. If it wasn't for these guys, this show would have never went nowhere, bro. Nobody would have never knew I was on here, and they all supported me. So shout out to every single one of these dudes, man. Like, real rap. Shout out to my brother Big Mike. Big Mike, bro, used to support me when he had his audio podcast. And I met him out in Las Vegas face to face, and the energy was, I was in the bed. Something had happened. And like, when I met him, I didn't mean to blow him off, but then we always would talk. And Big Mike got into it. Andy, bro, how the fuck can I forget about Andy? Andy supported the hell out of me. I got comfortable on Andy's show. Shout out to my brother Andy, man. Yo, love every single one of y'all. Frank Jarmilio, supporter from day one. All y'all, man. Love all of y'all, bro. And I appreciate it. Dubzilla himself, Robert Cisneros, supported the hell out of me, dog. I appreciate every single one of y'all, yo. And I'm going to get back to the show, but I felt that was on my heart. I felt the need to say that to all of y'all, man. Thank y'all, bro. Thank y'all. Ray too, bro. Ray the tape. How could I forget? Ray was, me and Ray, I would go on his show. He would come on my show. Ray didn't have to support me. Shout out to Ray, man. Shout out to all these brothers, man. Appreciate y'all, man. It's so dope, man. The community. And Murph and them from Raider Fan Radio, Mo Moten. Mo came on the show, bro. Mo supported me, gave me some game right out the bat, man. Shout out to Mo too. Shout out to Murph. Shout out to all these guys, man. Appreciate them. It's like, bro, at the end of the day, bro, we all got our own platforms, right? And I got my guys. I got the fam, right? I got Graf, I got Mike, I got Andy, I got Hammer. That don't go nowhere. But there's other people in this game that has helped me along the way. And some of them, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't always agree with everything everybody do, but I don't got no problem with nobody, bro. I appreciate these guys, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Damn, man. I'm up here running off at the mouth. We got to get back to the show. I got to read some of these supers, man. I appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, bro. First and foremost, my guy, Rorschach Raider 24, man. Sir Wasted. Never said you were George Jefferson, but you and him and the mods are living there. And hopefully I can get a deluxe department. Look forward to you getting on your soapbox because that is when the show is fire. Appreciate you for the $20 bomb. My guy Intel blessing the channel, bombing the channel as usual. Shout out to my brother Intel. Shout out to my brother Rorschach. Shout out to my guy Rudy the Vet Russo. A-Rod getting some good money from New York still. Might come and play for Brady for less money. Yo, Rudy, I agree. And I believe that this is a guy, he wants to be on the West Coast. He wanted to be on the Raiders before. He wants to be in an organization that believes in him and an organization that he believes in. I believe that the marriage with the Raiders is inevitable if we don't draft Shedeur Sanders. I'm going to say it right here and now. Look, I don't have any inside information because I ain't been fishing like that. But I'm telling you right now, it makes too much sense, bro. If the Raiders don't draft a quarterback in the first round, job one would be to bring in Aaron Rodgers and let him cook. We didn't discriminate on a coach. We ain't discriminating on a coach. We got an old coach. We got an old coach and quarterback. God darn it. Why not? My brother with the congratulations. Intel, man. Yo, thank you, bro. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you, dog. For real, man. God keeps the lights on over here, man. My guy, Robert Hicks, gifting 5 Raider Nation Unlimited Wasted Talent memberships, making the Wasted Talent Army grow in droves. Yo, we got over 600 in the room. Get wasted with your brother Wasted. My guy, Rudy the Vet Russo. We love the haters because opposites attract. Haters gonna hate the greats. No one hates bums. Yeah, man. That's a fact, bro. That is a fact. Yo, dope. Wonder Wasted can post a short of the moment with Docs. When I first got on the show with Docs, I got it, bro. You know how many videos that is, bro? You know how active Graf is, bro? I gotta go back and find the first appearance of Wasted Talent on there. I know the first time I was ever really alone on the show with Graf, that was the show where Graf was away. He brought Stu on, and then he was in a hotel with wifey and stuff, and we was bugging out on that show. That was the first time we ever did a show by ourselves. But yeah, man, yeah, I gotta find that, bro. And I gotta find the first time on Hammer's program, because Hammer used to do the daytime, and we used to rock out every day, bro, for like 2 weeks before my show started. Yeah, Hammer was is a huge help to me, bro. In this, shout out to my dog Hammer too, bro. Real rap. My guy Robert Cisneros, congrats, bro. Love your content. By the way, boot up and return to the max soon. I hope so, guys. We're gonna get back to the show. Let me read all these. LA Crash Dog. We are all family in the nation. Appreciate you, LA, man. Thank you, bro. Thank y'all, man. Yo, he trying to play me. He said, yo, Wasted, you related to Fredro Star from Onyx. You look similar. Yo, get out of here, bro. Y'all be saying I look like everybody, bro. Y'all bugging. Wasted. With Harrison Bryant gone, how do you believe we address the tight end draft for free agency? We need a number 3. We really don't. Like, bro, when you got a Brock Bowers and Michael Mayer, bro, you to me, bro, you could go out on a free agent. While I don't think tight end is at the top of the list, bro. I don't. It's not like, oh, we lost Harrison Bryant, so we definitely got to go out and go spend money. Like that's something you can address, you know, the last day of the draft. That's something you can address in free agency. You know, that's not something that you got to run out there and go do right now. My guy Space Beat was the $5 holler, man. Congrats, Wasted. You're the hero we deserve, and maybe the one we needed. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you, man. Yo, my dog, Jack Burry. Yo, Wasted. I would have found your channel. Hella people. Wait. Yo, Wasted. I would have found your channel. Hell, you people I know around town. What? So you know what people that you know me? Probably, bro. I'm sure they do, bro. I'm sure people do know me, bro. Yo, me and my brother, wherever me and my brother are, I'm talking about my brother, my real brother, my actual brother. Me and my brother are very well known, bro. My dog, Alpha Omega, my dog, Beast Coast in the effing building. Get wasted with your brother, wasted. Tell a friend to tell a friend. My guy, Rosetown native, A-Rod or Fields in free agency. Sanders or Dart in the draft. A-Rod definitely. I want no parts of Justin Fields. He can't hit the broadside of the Atlantic Ocean. And Sanders or Dart, I'll take either one. I just don't want Dart in the first round if I can help it. The only way I'm taking Dart is if he's outside of the top 10 and I move back and I've already got another player, right? I think that Jackson Dart in the right situation will be great. He'll cook. With the Raiders, we have such a fragile situation here, bro, where we've had bad quarterbacks and losing and stuff like that. I think we need more definites in the building, bro. Like, that's the reason why I am kind of trying to champion the cause of bringing in an Aaron Rodgers, because I know Aaron Rodgers can play football. He might be old. He might not be what he once was. But guess what? I watched Peyton Manning with no arm win a Super Bowl. With no arm. I've watched a 40-some-year-old Tom Brady win a Super Bowl. I've watched older quarterbacks be successful. I've watched Joe Montana, not in his 40s, but back in the day, the equivalent of what it is to be 40 in today's National Football League. That is what Joe Montana was when he played for the Kansas City Chiefs. He brought them to the precipice of almost going to a Super Bowl. I've seen older quarterbacks be successful in this league. I've seen Kurt Warner have his second act. I've seen it before. Man. My guy, Funky Hair Man, love you, Wasted. Keep it coming. As a West Coast guy, I love being a member of the East Coast reps. I appreciate you, dog. But you know, this Raider Nation shit is coast to coast, bro. The story of Wasted and Grab buying spoiled pizza late night at NYC. Oh, no, that was me and Hammer that did that. Bro, yes. Me and Hammer, we was in New York, and we bought some pizza like 3, 4 in the morning, bro. And I took a bite, Hammer took a bite, and it was terrible because we're both pizza snobs, and we threw it, and the fucking rat jumped up the air and snatched the pizza and ran down the street like a pigeon, bro. Like we throw bread to birds, the rat just jumped up and took off like Walter Payton. It's hilarious, bro. It's a classic, bro. Yo, it was a class. Yo, we had such fun that night too. My guy off with the $2 smackaroonie, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Yo, Wasted greatest collab mode. That would be. You know what? I'm gonna go and I'm gonna start editing some of that together, yo. Yo, my guy, Mr. Cole Blitter. I'm thankful to your boy Graphic because it was one of his shows I first saw that led me to all of the other shows in the Shield. You guys are the best! Exclamation mark. Keep the content coming, school. Congrats. Appreciate you, dog. Yeah, Detroit Buddha, all of that. Yeah, shout out to Hammer, yo. Shout out to my dog Hammer, man. You know, so I wonder if he's even home, bro. I would have loved to have him pull up, man. I'm gonna call him and see if he's home. We're gonna get back to the show, guys. I kind of got derailed, man. You know, kind of taking a victory lap because of all of the good things that is going on, bro. Hey guys, shout out. I know this is not Raider news. Shout out to Zach Martin, yo. You know, I mean, definitely is going to be a Hall of Famer. One of the best guards I've ever seen. Zach Martin plans to retire, man. Shout out to Zach Martin, bro. Congratulations to Zach Martin for a stellar NFL career, man. Congratulations to him, man. Yo, that guy was a phenomenal player, bro. Phenomenal. And, you know, I'm a Notre Dame guy, so, you know, I remember him from college. Just a phenomenal player, man. Phenomenal. So, guys, there are other rumors out there. Now, not only are they linking the Raiders to Aaron Rodgers and Sam Darnold and any freaking quarterback that has 2 arms and 2 legs, right? They are trying to link the Raiders and talk about the Raiders could make a move for Kirk Cousins. Now, let me tell y'all something, bro. My God, please let this be just conjecture. Listen, I am going to blow. I would rather the Raiders bring Derek Carr back than sign freaking Kirk Cousins, man. I mean, my God, man. My God. Now, listen, man. Oh, and also another retirement. And this is a guy who, you know, played for the Raiders, but kind of fell out of favor with me. But John Feliciano was going to retire, man. He announced his retirement for the National Football League. Now, you guys remember John Feliciano. When the Raiders had the best offensive line in the league for several years in like the mid-2010s under Jack Del Rio, and Reggie McKenzie, they were called car insurance. Y'all remember that. Back in the Oakland Coliseum, Feliciano was drafted to the Raiders in the 4th round in 2015, played 48 games, starting 8 over his 4-year tenure with his team. And in his retirement post, he thanked several of his former Raider teammates, but he thanked Rodney Hudson and, Lee Smith, all these guys, man. But he was a former Miami Hurricane. He enjoyed a 9-year NFL career. He played with 4 different franchises. And he was drafted by us. And shout out to John Feliciano, even though he kind of disrespected the Raiders on the way out. But shout out to him. Once a Raider, always a Raider. I'm not going to shit on John Feliciano, man. Shout out to my guy Daniel Kim with the $5 smackaroonie. My guy Daniel Kim, we've been here since day one too. Congrats, Wasted. I remember listening to you even before you met Graf. Always loved the energy and honest takes. Love the OG intro song too. Yeah, shout out to that. Yeah, the OG intro song was crazy, man. Yeah, y'all, yo, and make sure y'all hit that thumbs up too, man. Yo, Wasted melts like no other. Go to meltdown. Oh, come on, yo. Come on. Yo, my meltdowns are that freaking bad. Yo, y'all are crazy, man. So let's get back to it, man. So, listen, man. We have a big problem with the Raiders, man. And this is really what I wanted to touch on in this live, man. Our free agent class, man. Look, we have a lot of guys that if you watch the Raiders, we have some kids with some potential on this team, right? But it's very, very hard for us as fans to kind of gauge, one, the kind of interest and suitors that they're going to have, and two, to gauge the value of some of these guys. And then there's a piece of me that wants the Raiders to turn this thing around on a dime. You wanted to keep their young players, but then you don't want to overpay for your own guys, right? Now, I don't know if you guys heard yesterday, but the projections have the NFL's cap space going up from $277 million to $281 million for the upcoming 2025 season, which will land the Raiders at between $98 million and $101 million of cap space, like depending on the official salary cap. And that's plenty of space for the Raiders, right? So you got to ask yourself, with Spytek and Pete Carroll building his roster this offseason, what the franchise is going to invest their money in, right? How they're going to bring guys back. Now, you got guys that you can tag, right? You got an unrestricted free agent safety like Trayvon Merrick, and you got defensive end Malcolm Kuntz, and then linebacker Robert Spillane, right? So, but when you tag a guy, you have to pay them for 1 year, and then hopefully you can work the contract out. But then you have to pay them commensurate to the top, the top, like, echelon of players. So when you start talking about the salary cap, I mean, not the salary cap, but the franchise tag will be for defensive ends, that is going to be interesting for Malcolm Kuntz, because does he deserve that? Does he deserve that? The franchise tag for defensive ends, man, is going to be pretty hefty, man. Defensive ends franchise tag is approaching about $24 million a season, between $20 and $24 million a season. So let me ask you guys, do you guys think that Malcolm Kuntz is worth that? I mean, I like Malcolm Kuntz, right? But Malcolm Kuntz has been hurt. Is Malcolm Kuntz worth that kind of money? I'm going to be honest with you, and I tend to agree with my guy, Adam Sweeney. Adam Sweeney's always on point. I don't think any of these guys are going to get tagged. I think that a lot of these guys, if they can get a deal worked out, it would be more advantageous to the Raiders, right? And it'd be more advantageous to them because, they get the money, you can spread the money out. I don't see any of these guys getting franchise tag. I don't think the Raiders need the franchise tag this year. The only guy I can see getting franchised is Robert Spillane, because the middle linebacker designation for franchise tag is not as oppressive as defensive end. The problem is when we say nobody's worth tagging, right? When we say nobody's worth tagging, it's crazy, because if you let these guys walk and they go and they show up and they show out for another organization, it's going to be terrible. Yo, my God, Thor's in the place. Thor, you wash your mouth out with soap with your filth. The F is going on. Talk about tag these nuts. The F is wrong with you, Thor. Shout out to my dog, Thor in the place. What the hell is wrong? What is going on here? What is going on my soundboard? Thank you. The F up out of here, Thor. Be tagging no nuts up in here. The F is going on. Shout out to my brother Thor, man. Shout out to my dog, man. Shout out to my. I've been meaning to call Thor, bro. That's my motherfucking dog, man. Excuse my language, yo. Yo, I've been meaning to call my dog, man. I've been meaning to call my dog. I gotta pull up on him. Hey, Thor, I'm gonna be out there in April too, bro. Me and the wifey. I gotta pull up on you, bro. I miss my dog, man. Shout out to Thor, man. But yo, I don't see the Raiders giving Malcolm Kuntz $24 million for not even an entire season of play. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, guys, what do you guys think, bro? Like, let me know. Are you guys willing to pay what it's going to cost to franchise tag Malcolm Kuntz? I need to know. Yo, wait. Thank you, Thor. Who's going to send him off next? Oh, that's the war. Oh, God. See, this is what you guys are treat. I'm like a effing wind-up toy up in here. The F is going on here, man. Yeah. We can't afford to overpay Kuntz. We don't know how he'll be after recovering from that injury next season. And that is one of the reasons. I don't know if y'all checked out my short. Look, bro, if the franchise tag for Malcolm Kuntz is $24 million, right? Khalil Mack is in play. I go, even though Khalil Mack is older, I go get Mack. Bro, I'm just of the estimation of paying people. We have been in this holding pattern because Al used to always sign old players. And we hated that shit because that's not how you build a team. But we got a lot of young talent on this team, right? We got draft picks, we got money. But I think that the thing that the Raiders are missing is guys that are vets that can get it done, that you don't have to wonder about what kind of production you're going to get out of them. This is what we're missing. Kuntz is a year away from being 100%. I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I bring in Khalil Mack. Now, Axe S, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't agree with bringing in Brandon Graham and paying him $18 million. It's better than tagging Kuntz. Hell no. I'm cool. Brandon Graham has been hurt. Brandon Graham is undersized. Brandon Graham is a guy who has had the benefit of having the best supporting cast up front in the league, damn near. No. I am not paying him no $18 effing million. No effing way. No way. Joey Bosa might be getting released. Injury prone as hell, right? Joey Bosa. I mean, with the beak on that guy. Jesus, man. Joey Bosa, man. Yo, his nose can be a lethal effing weapon, bro. Get F up out of here with your crap, Anthony. Tell me I'm yelling at you guys. Sick of your crap, Anthony. Anthony, it's time. I'm about to really.
That's a tutorial that says you know what the fuck you doing.
To get unceremoniously blocked, Anthony. Your crap. I'm trying to be nice, and Anthony's always stirring shit up every damn. It's a bum. Effing bum. That's right. Yo, that's right, Rudy. It's about to be an effing block party up in here with his crap. Damn right. Shout out to my guys, man. Shit. Anthony is one of those haters we talk about. We start talking about. Why do people think Genty is generational? Bo Jackson, Barry Sanders, AP, Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, those talents are the ones that are hard to duplicate. Now, I don't know if you guys heard, there are a lot of pundits out there that have the Raiders, if they address the quarterback of free agency at number 6, staying at home and drafting Genty. Everybody knows the Raiders had the worst rushing attack damn near in the league. I think we're second worst, 31st in the league in rushing last year, and the Raiders definitely need to address the running back room, right? And I think Sincere McCormick is the guy that stays. He makes it, right? I think Dylan Laube is going to have to fight for a roster spot. And I think the Raiders need to, take Zamir White and sign him up, turn him sideways, and shove him straight out the goddamn door. Zamir White's got to go. Maybe he might be successful somewhere else, but Zamir White has the vision of one of the 3 blind mice. He needs to get the F up out of here. Get him out of here. Zeus my ass. Zeus my ass. Get him the F up out of here. Get him out of here. It's a bum. And I don't like calling players bums because I don't disrespect players, but Zamir White disappointed me because that pick was supposed to be Tariq Woolen. Now, F up out of here. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am not the biggest Genty fan. I said it. I'm not a big Genty fan, bro. I don't see generational when I see Genty. I don't see generational. I know he broke a lot of records, right? But it was the same way I felt about Ron Dane when Ron Dane came out. It was the same way I felt about Ron Dane. It was the same way I felt about Maurice Clarett. Everybody was talking about how great Maurice Clarett was going to be. I didn't see it. I did not see it. I didn't see it, man. I'm sorry. I didn't see it. Now, I sit up there and I look at Boise State, right? And I look at some of the teams that Boise State played this year, man. I look at, they were 12-2 in the Mountain West Conference. They play in the Mountain West Conference, guys. So let's break this down. Genty played against Georgia Southern, played against Oregon. They lost by 3 points. They had a bye week. Played Portland State, Washington State, Utah State, Hawaii, UNLV, San Diego State, Nevada, San Jose State, Wyoming, Oregon State, UNLV, and got smacked by Penn State. I'm just asking for a friend. Does that excite you? Does that excite you though, bro? Like, it's not like, look, if Austin Genty did that in the SEC, like, people are like, oh, he's the new Josh Jacobs. Yo, Josh Jacobs didn't raise a whole lot of hell in college at Alabama because of the running back room. But he played at freaking Alabama, bruh. Here you go with your crap. He goes, that doesn't excite him, but Rihanna does. Bang, zoom. Bang, zoom, CGR. Bang, zoom. Oh, bang, zoom. CGR is a legend in here with his filth. I mean, I'm just asking. Now, look, I see my guy Snipe came up in here. Sniper Jones is in a place, right? My dog, finally someone who agrees with me on the Genty take. Sniper Jones, bro, we have a lot in common, bro. And we tend to agree more often than not. Shout out to my guy Sniper Jones, a Twitter or X or whatever you like to call it, legend. Shout out to my guy Snipe, bro. But, yo, like I said, Ray, for real, the level of competition was very low. The level of competition was low. And listen, look, man, he put it on the field, bro. But so when I see Aston Genty, and then I look at Omarion Hampton, my God, there is a difference. There's a difference to me, bro. There is a difference, bro, just from a physical standpoint, bro. Just from a physical standpoint. Omarion Hampton looks the part like a mother effer. He looks like a freaking stud. A stud. And he's consistent, too. 2023, 13 games played, 253 carries, 1,504 yards, 15 touchdowns, 29 receptions, 222 yards, and a touchdown. This year, 2024, 1,600 yards, 281 carries, 12 games played, 15 touchdowns, 5.9 yards a carry. He's averaged 5.7 yards a carry. 373 yards receiving, 38 receptions. So he can do it all. He can do it all. Omarion Hampton is doing that in the ACC at the University of North Carolina. And look, let me tell you something. It does matter. It does matter. Listen, I know LaDainian went to TCU, and I remember sitting up and watching Marshall Faulk because in the East Coast, they used to play them old San Diego State games late as hell on ESPN. I remember those days, right? I remember those days, but I don't see LaDainian. I don't see Faulk. I don't see it, bro. I'm not saying he's not going to be good, but I don't think that he's going to be generational. They were comparing him to Barry Sanders. I'm sorry. Genty is good, but Hampton and his other guys in his draft I like. So people talk about taking this guy in the first round. 6 in the top 10. No. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I can't do it, bro. Where's the flag? He goes, I'm Big Ten biased, and I'll admit it. Yo, I have a bias to guys in Power 5 conferences. I'm sorry. Big 10, or Big 12, whatever, you know what I'm saying? SEC, ACC. Yo, I have a bias for people who play in big-time conferences. I think you're right, Jeffrey. Omarion Hampton is going to be better than Genty. I think you're right. And Devin Neal is a beast, too. Bro, I'm sorry, bro. I'm cool. I'm smooth on, bro. Smooth on, bro. Hold up, man. I got some supers I got to read, man. I'm sorry, man. I've been on my soapbox a little too much, man. A little too much, man. A little too much, man. Hold on, man. Hold on. I got to get down here. Got to get down here, y'all. All right. Yo, we have to get out of mediocrity as a franchise. My guy, Raider Raps with the $10 smackaroonie. When it comes to some of these players, I'm not giving Kuntz any bread coming off that injury. Khalil Mack can still dominate and play 17 games. Sorry. And, bro, I totally agree. I would rather bring in and give Khalil Mack. If it for me to sign Kuntz, if I got to give him $25 million for 1 year, I'd rather split the baby, bring Khalil Mack in, with the cap number like 11 million or something like that. Give him a $45 million deal for 2 to 3 years. Give him the Von Miller deal when Von Miller went to Buffalo, and watch Khalil Mack cook. My guy, Classic Man Q. Trayvon Henderson reminds me of Jamal Charles. I'd rather have Henderson. I like him too. Bro. Max, Matt, and Wilkins, man, Kuntz can slide. could have said it better myself. I don't think you get worse by bringing in Hall of Fame players that still want to play and that still aren't super long in the tooth. I just don't. I believe that's the kind of move that the Raiders need to make to make this thing move forward, make them, like get to a level where the defense can lead the room. If Sanders and Cam go in the top 5, that means someone is falling. Graham or Hunter. No damn reason to take a running back at 6. Now, this is the thing. Graham might fall, but I'm being honest, quarterback, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, Mason Graham. It's 5 picks right there. So it doesn't mean that any of them guys can be there, right? But then it's like, do you take Will Johnson? Do you take Will Howard? Like, which, like, you know what I mean? There's other guys that are coming up. Some of these edge rushers, Green and all these other, like, so look, bro, we have the names that we hear, and this is going to turn back around. It's going to change when the combine happens. It's going to change because some people are going to rise, some people are going to fall. Every year, somebody who gets a weird medical report and it affects their draft, the draft status. It's just, look, man, trades happen. New regimes are coming in. They have a different metric for what they want. Like the Browns and the Titans, it's very, this is such a weird year because the Browns, more so than any organization that's in the top, right, are in a very precarious situation because of the money that they have invested in Deshaun Watson and the fact that his contract's on albatross and he's not playing this year. So do you move on now? Or do I think what the Browns are going to do is, and this is what I think they're going to do, and if I'm the Browns, I probably do this, right? The Cleveland Browns, if you really look dollar for dollar, next year's draft for quarterbacks is going to be one of those drafts where it's going to be one of those earmarked drafts, bro. It's going to be like last year's draft. It's going to be like the Josh Allen draft where all them guys came out, right? I think if I'm the Browns, especially if in my infinite wisdom as a Browns, I trade Myles Garrett for anything substantial. I am filling my coffers to make a run next year when Eli Manning's nephew and Peyton Manning's nephew comes out, Arch Manning. The quarterback class of 2025, man, is going to be stacked. It is going to be it's going to be crazy, man. It really is. And I'm gonna tell you something. I think some of these bad teams are looking at this draft and they're saying this ain't the year, because there was a report today, and I want to pull it up, man, where they were saying that there were a lot of GMs that do not think that this draft it has any quarterback that's worthy of being taken in the first round. Telling you right now. And this is the thing, and this is the reason why I'm starting to feel like this, because the Browns, they're leaking things to the radio stations out there. Right now, I got this from the Fan 92.3. I do my homework. This is a radio station in Cleveland. And they say, Albert Breer, you're tethering your job security to a rookie QB. Some think that Sanders and Ward are not a first-round pick. They said Albert Breer of the Monday Morning Quarterback Afternoon Drive came in and discussed whether the Cleveland Browns offseason. He talks about the Browns taking a gamble and drafting a quarterback at 2 if trading Myles Garrett makes sense, and if there's a way for them to compete quickly enough to keep him and more. He touched on the fact that he thinks that there are a lot of teams that don't think any of these guys are first-round picks. And it is my estimation that I believe that there's a whole lot more teams that feel that way. This is my estimation. I really feel like that's why this year for the Raiders, right? The Raiders have a roster, bro, that is in flux, right? We're like right teetering in the middle. People forget how many injuries this Raider team had this year. We're right in that middle ground where we actually, if we improve, fill a couple of gaps, and draft and get the right guy under center, the Raiders can go from worst to first or worst to competing in the playoffs. We are that one team that didn't make the playoffs last year that can make that ascension. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Raider fan. I'm telling you because Pete Carroll's a winner. Brady's a winner. Spy Tech's a winner. Max Crosby's a winner. He's a great player. You have some great young time. Chris Wilkins healthy with Max Crosby. Those two guys healthy. That's a problem for people. You go out there, you go and bring in a Khalil Mack. You bring in a Kuntz if Kuntz is healthy. That's a problem for the league. You go and address, say, for instance, you do get a Mason Graham or somebody like that at 6. You put that all together. You go out and you sign, Trevor Merrick. You go out and go get another corner. You go and go plug that line in with a free agent and get somebody in the draft too to add to the guys we already have, right? And then you go out and go get a free agent quarterback who's a star quarterback. You march out there, you go get your wide receiver to go on the other side. You rock out there with Brock Bowers. You get you a running back or two. Now you're cooking with gas because now you have one of the better defenses in the AFC if you can go out there and address the defense in the right way. You know what I'm saying? My guy, Keurig V with the $2 smackaroni. What did you see in Genty's running style / production? It's not just his running style. It's the fact, like, I don't see the drive, like the leg. I don't see the drive. I don't see the physicality. I don't see, when I look at him as a specimen, like when you looked at LaDainian Thomas, he was a stud. Genty looks a little small to me. Genty looks like a guy that has pretty decent vision, but was playing against people who weren't as good. And when I saw him play against Penn State, right? And I know Penn State has a great, team, defense, but he looked very average against Penn State. He looked very average. I'm sorry. My guy, Hug Dizzle. What in the HE double hockey sticks is going on? I don't know what's going on, Hug D's. Shout out to you for being a member for 11 months. Get wasted what you're wasted. Got to get down to the bottom here, man. I'm missing all these. Yo, I think we're going to draft Dylan Gabriel at 6. No way. Alpha Omega, what the F is wrong with you? Dylan Gabriel will not go in the first round, bro. If Dylan Gabriel goes in the first round, whoever drafts him in the first round should be run out of here like a goddamn dog. We have to address the QB position for long-term future success. He can run Kelly's offense, no question. Why are we saying that just because he played at Oregon? It's been a long time since Chip Kelly was at Oregon. We don't know if he can. Well, we already have 2 Oregon QBs in the AFC West. Look, we don't need to make it a third. We don't need to make it a third. No effing way that we draft a quarterback under 6 foot at number 6. That's not even the third best quarterback in this draft. No effing way, man. They said Shedeur Sanders high ceilings, Dak Prescott. I think that what they see when they see that is his skin color. I think Shedeur Sanders' basement is Dak Prescott. I think Shedeur Sanders' ceiling is Joe Burrow. He reminds me of Joe Burrow, bro. Shout out to my guy, Ben Bass. Shout out to my guy, Hug D's in a place, man. Hug D's. He said, Wasted got eyebrows today. See how much more calm he is? Yo, my dog, Top Beats. Yo, Raider Nation, we got 504 in the chat, but only 274 likes. Please pay that bar tab and click that like button and subscribe to the show. Shout out to my guy. Yo, and this podcast is powered by BetUS. Get wasted with your brother, wasted, tell a friend to tell a friend. You damn right. You were damn right. This stream is powered by BetUS, as all my streams are. Free agent contracts need to be ready to go at 4:01 p.m. Eastern on March the 12th. The legal speak will be the tampering ends the 48-hour period. Go get them. Yeah, the Raiders are going to be players this year. They have to. There's too many holes to just say, look, and this is the reason why I think it's not going to be too much made of the Raiders being free agent spenders, right? Got a 73-year-old coach. They're not trying to develop this thing over the next 10 years, right? This is not the long game. When Gruden came here, we were playing a long game. When Josh McDaniels came here, we were supposed to be playing a long game. This ain't what we're dealing with anymore. And look, I'm not saying Genty's not good. I don't think he's the best running back in this draft. From what I see, I don't think that. Do you see Canelo versus Crawford is at Allegiant? Yes, I do, Raider Reaper. I think I'm gonna have to, go back out there. It was crazy, man, because like I went to the Garcia Tank fight, and then went across and we saw the Usher concert. I took wifey to go see Usher, and that was a great time. It was for her birthday too. You know what I'm saying? So we had a great time, man. The fight was on her birthday. Great time, man. Shout out to Mrs. Wasted, man. Let me get down here, man. Let me get down here. It ain't height wasted. It's about the hard skills, relentless aggression to run our offense. Our defense can hold their own. Our offense has to get it together to compete. I feel that. It has a lot to do with height when you talk about quarterbacks. You name me, besides Drew Brees, right? And guys that played in the 80s and the 70s and the 60s, right? Successful quarterbacks under 6'2". You could say Kyler Murray, you could say Russell Wilson, right? Kyler Murray, I don't know how successful he's been, right? Let's put him over. Let's put a pin in Kyler Murray, right? His career is still in flux. He's ascending, right? Drew Brees is retired, and Russell Wilson is not getting any better. Those are the two guys. So when you start talking about quarterbacks that are under 6'2", you got to start. We got to start talking facts here, bro. Who under 6'2" has performed at a level, at a Hall of Fame level, for a subsistent level in time? You have guys like Doug Flutie who have had a mark of success, and that's it. Height matters. Listen, they say stereotypes aren't true. Stereotypes sometimes are true. Yes, they are. And when it comes to player evaluation, archetypes are true. It's like I just said, you said Doug Flutie. I said Doug Flutie did not play at a Hall of Fame level. Doug Flutie played okay. Doug Flutie was a fucking backup, and the reason why Doug Flutie was a star in Canada is because if he would have played his whole career in the NFL, they would have broke him in half. It matters. And look, see, you guys don't listen. I said after the 80s, 70s, and 60s, Sir Francis was a smaller guy. A lot of those quarterbacks in the 60s and 70s were under 6'2", because it was a smaller league then, right? In the 80s, it was a big deal that Refrigerator Perry was 330 pounds. It was a huge, the fridge is 300 pounds. He's over 300 pounds. That's not a big deal anymore. The league is bigger. And look, to be honest with you, people are bigger now. And Mike Vick is 6 foot tall. Well, he's like 5. And Mike Vick, and I know y'all don't want to hear this, right? Mike Vick ain't no Hall of Famer. I love Mike Vick. Yeah, but Mike Vick going to jail and all of that removed him from being a Hall of Famer. Mike Vick is a great talent. But he is a guy who you have to put a pin in and say he's a guy that didn't live up to the dream and was not able to ascend to what he possibly could have been. And that's the truth. So you can't name me, bro. When you got to start reaching, the Mendoza line is 6'2", guys. The Mendoza line for quarterbacks is 6'2". It is 6'2". And when you start talking about Michael Vick, he's a 1% of the 1% athlete. Dylan Gabriel don't run no 4.2, 40 as a quarterback. Michael Vick was electric. Anybody would have took Michael Vick. Dylan Gabriel is a guy. And he might be okay. He might be okay. But listen, Mr. Ron Mexico himself, Michael Vick, is a guy who changed the game, bro. He changed the game. And they say arm strength, right? look, when they have all of this crap about Dylan Gabriel and his arm strength, you know, listen, man, look, they talk about Dylan Gabriel crushed Josh Allen's arm strength speed. Look, man, when you go look at these guys in person, bro, you know, a lot of this stuff is kind of bullshit, bro. You know, when Dylan Gabriel was practicing for the Senior Bowl down there in Mobile, Gabriel recorded a 74.9 mile per hour throw. You know, they say it's a record-breaking statistic, right? And Josh Allen and Joe Milton threw 62 miles an hour, right? But, bro, this machine that is supposed to be measuring that, and, bro, you can't tell me when you see Dylan Gabriel throw that he throws harder than Joe Milton or Josh Allen. I'm sorry. And I don't give a shit how hard he throws. The guy is, listen, the guy is not a 6 pick, bro. I'm sorry. Sorry, man. Sorry. My guy, Sniper Jones. So you're telling me size matters? It's horny. Get the F up out of here with your crap, Sniper Jones. About to be unceremoniously blocked. Sniper, the F are you talking about? This is a family show, Sniper. The F's wrong with you. Shout out to Sniper Jones, yo. My dog. My dog, man. Yeah, man. Ryan Decker says Vick will be in the Hall of Fame based off of what? Michael Vick will be in the College Hall of Fame. He's not going to the NFL Hall of Fame, bro. If Michael Vick go to the Hall of Fame, then like it's bro, no. Look, bro, you gotta understand something, bro. This guy played in an era with, you know, like guys, like I'm gonna give you an example. So if Michael Vick goes to the Hall of Fame, right? Does Donovan McNabb go? Donovan McNabb was more productive than Michael Vick. Donovan McNabb was in the playoffs all the time, and Donovan McNabb been to a Super Bowl. Michael Vick never been in no Super Bowl. He didn't win a whole lot of playoff games and shit. What resume do you give where Michael Vick makes the Hall of Fame based off of the fact that we feel a certain way about him? We feel a certain way about him. You know what I'm saying? We look, when we think, look, bro, it's like in basketball, right? There are certain players that you look at and you say to yourself, man, this guy was great and we loved him. And, you know, but some guys don't always live up to the dream. They don't always live up to the dream, bro. And guys, the Mendoza line is 6'2". You got people that y'all are throwing out here. Joe Montana was 6'2". Now, Joe Montana is older now. He's 68 years old. He's shrunk now. I'm getting hit. But Joe Montana was 6'2", bro. He was 6'2". Steve Young, 6'2". But Michael Vick will not be in the Hall of Fame, my guy. Copy Todd with the $10 bomb. With the talk of the Jets inquiring about the number 1 overall pick, wouldn't wait too long to move for number 1. Might be selfish, but I want the Raiders to be proactive and not be passive like we were in the Tom Telesco. I don't want the Raiders, though, to be honest with you, Copy Todd. I want the Raiders to give up the farm to get to number 1, bro, because there's options out there as far as from a free agent standpoint, right? Look, I love Shedeur. I think he's a great prospect, and I would love to see the Raiders get him, right? But it's got to make sense. Whatever move the Raiders makes got to make sense. Moving up to number 1 might be super pricey, but the demand is what's going to set the price, right? So, say, for instance, the Tennessee Titans have no intentions on drafting Shedeur Sanders. 0. They're not telling us that, but internally, they don't want Shedeur. They're cool on Travis Hunter. They could take Abdul Carter, but there are other players that are on their board that are lower that we're not even thinking about. But they don't want to reach for those guys, and they want to move down. And then they only have one team inquiring about moving up. And that one team stands firm, right? Now the demand comes down. Now there are other years where people are trying to move up, like last year, right? Where you had Jaden Daniels and all these guys. You got everybody trying to move. If it's 10 or 11 teams that might have a quarterback that's like, all right, when you in like that Derek Carr kind of, you got a starter, he's cool, but it's like, I can do a little better than this guy. Teams like that, down to the worst team in the league, are offering to get up there. So then the market is different. So it's like, well, shit, they offer me a first and a second and another second. Well, yo, look, man. Nah, no. Look, man, you got to, look, we're considering, but nah, man, you got to bring that up. I want 2 number 1s, and I want 2 number 2s, and I want a 3, and I want and then it starts going, and then the market goes up. I don't think you're going to have that this year. I really believe, because of the way the league views this market with these guys, I think that it is going to be an attainable goal to get into the top 2 or 3. And I also think that Abdul Carter and Travis Hunter throw a monkey wrench into this draft board, because those guys are the 2 best players in this draft, so people sort of think. To me, I like Travis Hunter, right? I don't think Travis Hunter is one of the 2 best players in this draft. It's another hot take. I think the sum of his parts and the idea of Travis Hunter, him playing both sides of the ball, I think people get kind of more seduced about that and they don't look at the tape, and they don't look at, yes, he makes some spectacular plays, but he gets burnt. And as a wide receiver, he's very raw. He is very raw. So you got to decide what side of the ball he's going to play on predominantly, bro, because he's not going to start and play every snap of every game. It's just not going to happen. He's not going to play 80 to 90% of the snaps in every game, because now you have an extra game in the National Football League, right? And they're trying to add more, right? So now when you start talking about how the National Basketball Association does things, I think the NFL is going to start monitoring snaps, even for guys who most people only play on one side of the ball. So I don't think you're going to get a Shohei Ohtani kind of a situation with Travis Hunter. I think there's going to be a special package for him on offense, but I don't think he's going to play even 30 or 40% of the offensive snaps if he's a lockdown corner. My guy Nav, man, bro, one of the more aggressive guard O-line is done for whoever. QB running back is. Running back is a dime a dozen, unfortunately. Big old nasty O-line brings back Al Davis nasty. 93 Nav, man. Salute to you for the haymaker of a comment. Shout out to you, Nav, man. That's what I want. You got to build. If you build from the trenches, bro, if you go get a free agent quarterback, the move just looks so much better if the quarterback's not getting harassed and touched. That's why quarterbacks are so important. It's like the queen on the chessboard. And my guy Ridgeback, I want a side-by-side comparison of Dylan Gabriel and Deuce. Then we can go from there. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. A lot of people trying to say Dylan Gabriel's 6'1", and no, it's 5'10" and a half. Shout out to my guy CGR, man. My guy Top Beast with a weak QB, because I think the Raiders would do better drafting O-line in the first round and getting Will Howard in round 2. I would see getting Will Howard, but draft the O-line. Some of the tackles in this draft, I think Colton Miller still's got something left in the tank, right? So if I'm in the first round, I'm not drafting a guard in the first round. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry, Top. I gotta go address another need. I have to get a blue chip position, being that I'm picking in the top 10. I have to get a defensive end. I got to go get a corner. I got to get a wide receiver. I got to get something. But as far as a guard, because you don't have that tackle in this draft that where you just go, whoa, this guy is going to wreck everything. Like this is Trent Williams. That's when you take a tackle in the first round, bro. When you got that kind of a prospect out there. My guy, Juan Segura. If we draft Dart or Howard, they are definitely sitting behind a vet. If we draft Shedeur, do you think the same applies to him? No, I don't, Juan. I think if you get Shedeur, and it's one or two reasons. He fell to you at 6, he took him at 6, and or you moved up to get him. If you move up to get Shedeur, you don't have the luxury to sit him. You got to play him. You have to. You got to play the guy. My guy Hug Dizzle with the $10 bomb. You know what I bet? I bet there's a bet in line on if Wasted loses shit come draft day. I'm actually hoping he's happy this draft and not crunk on happy dads and anger. Love you, bro. I hope I'm happy too. I hope we all happy. I do, man. I don't want to be this self-fulfilling prophecy every draft, bro. I know, CJ, what the F is up with these guys, man? You got a bunch of freaking degenerates in this chat. Effing bums, man. So much has changed in the NFL. We got big old body DTs that can run the 4.8, sub 4.840. The quality hasn't changed, but there are more athletes out there, yes. And you got to account for these guys, bro. You got to account for these big dudes that can move like this. You have to account for that. You got, even though they protect these guys, these men are still getting hit. Make no mistake a effing about it. They're still getting hit, bro. Hard. Hard, bro. AC Ybarra's in the place. My guy, Ira Jackson. Oh, my God. Ira Jackson is in the place. If Michael Vick gets in, then Ryan Leaf gets in. Shout out to get the F up out of here, man. You making that crap talking about Michael Vick. Yo, shout out to my dog, Graf. I haven't spoken to, yo, I think this might be the first day, bro, since I met Graf that I haven't spoken to him yet. Shout out to my dog, man. Shout out to my dog, man. Yo, my guy, God Family Football. Trade back from 6. If the QBs are going to grab Dixon, Armas, DT to beef up our D-line with the extra 2 Raiders. Now, this is the thing that I don't want. I don't want the Raiders to overthink this shit. I don't want them to start doing all of this Patriot kind of shit. Trading down and drafting guys we ain't heard. Nah, man. No. 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 You got to do something. Salute to my brother, man, in the place, man. Yes. My guy, Nav, man, yo. Velocity has 0 to do with QBs. Elway struggled throwing the ball too hard. The speed of a throw means nothing to me. Mental acuity is best. No, Elway definitely used to rocket that shit in there. I don't know what you saw. Yo, my brother said he going to be back in the place to be. Coffee and convo. You damn right. Yo, my guy Lloyd Buddy Bear is in the place. Shout out to the Budster. The F up out of here with your crap, Graf. Coming in here with his your filth. Some pause. Yo, how do you feel about the idea of bringing in Darnold and drafting Shedeur? I don't feel any good. I don't feel good about that. So now you got more than 30% of your cap tied up in 2 players, right? Then you have a situation where for you to get Sam Darnold, the market value on Sam Darnold is inflated, right? To the point where, Sam Darnold, you're going to be paying him $100 million to possibly get beat out by Shedeur? No way. No way. I'm not doing it. No way. It's either you got Sam on a roster or you have Shedeur. Now, if you draft Shedeur and you bring in Aaron Rodgers, he's older. You can get him a little cheaper. Not going to be here as long. I think Shedeur has a lot to learn from Aaron Rodgers. I don't think Shedeur has anything to learn from Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold has to solidify himself as a viable starter in his league. 1 year, to me, does not make a viable starter. 1 year does not a viable starter make. Oh, my God. Yeah, I know. You ain't talking about Elway had struggled throwing the ball. Elway had a cannon. I think John Elway had the strongest arm I think I've ever seen damn near. I don't know what the hell he was watching, bro. Maybe you might be young and you don't remember John Elway. Oh, yeah. Oh, damn. He got me. You got me, you rat bastard. You rat bastard. I was like, who the hell is this player he talking about moving down to get? Dixon, oh, my God. You piece of trash. Who the F got me with that crap? CGR. Yo, CGR, was that you? Yo, if one of you guys got me, I'm telling you right now, you're about to be unceremoniously blocked. Some bums. I cannot believe. I am putting on a great show, and you coming here with your crap, throwing me under the bus. The F is wrong with you guys. Man, that's nasty.
God! Wow!
Nasty work. Nasty work. Hey, Rob, you about to get blocked. Don't you ever disrespect me like that. Dubzilla. I have to run that fade when I see your swole ass. Don't you ever disrespect like that. You steroided up freak. F up out of here. Oh, no, you didn't get me with loose cunts. You didn't get me with that. You better get the F up out of here, man. C is done. Got to the point where they setting y'all up now. I know, bro. That shit crazy, bro. It's nasty work, bro. You come in, you try to give a good show, and they're setting you up with your crap. I'm going to be honest with you. You know who I blame for this? I blame CGR, and I blame Hug D's for this crap. I do. I'm telling you right now. I blame CGR and Hug D's singularly and together. Both of them. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I think that starting the next live, CGR and Hug D's will be put on timeout. You guys need to go sit in the effing corner with your crap. Both of you. He said, I'm done. Yo, it was you, wasn't it? You about to get blocked. It's a bum. Damn, Ira Jackson is my only fan. Get that. Bro, look, man, listen, the train has come off the track. I think it is time to wheel this train into the station tonight. It's time. It's done. You guys are a bunch of bums. It's terrible how you have done your brother wasted, man. Look, guys, look. I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you guys for supporting my platform for the last 3 years, man, and beyond, right? And I also want to thank everybody, like I said, who's ever liked the comment, who's ever sent a super, who's ever sent a comment, who's ever gave me constructive criticism, who's ever supported me on social media, who's ever supported me off of social media, who's ever come out to one of the Shieldmore events, right? Taino Raider, guys like that, man. Ira Jackson. Yo, my guy Intel. Top Beat, CGR, all y'all guys. 3 Clicks, AC Ybarra, man, Dan Teeser, Been Bad, Martin from way across the pond. All y'all, man. Thank you guys for supporting this channel. Nav, man. Thank y'all, man. Appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank y'all, because this is a great love of mine right now. I really like. It's a lot of times, bro, where I could work overtime at work, and I just want to come home and get on the air, bro, because this is a love of mine, and I appreciate every single one of y'all who have supported this platform. And it's going to get greater later. It's going to keep growing. We're going to get great. The Graph and Wasted show is going to explode one day. Radio Nation Unlimited is going to explode. It's all going up because of you guys. This is a great fraternity we've established. And I want to tell y'all, everybody who can hear my voice, even if you don't comment and you just watch, thank you so much. For real, man. Like, I'm humbled by the support that y'all give me on a daily basis, and you give my guys on a daily basis, man. Yo, the one person that I forgot to thank, man, to be honest with you, man, is my wife. I can't believe my wife is somebody who a lot of times, we might have things going on here, and she understands how important this is to me. My children understand how important this is to me. I want to thank my family, my children and my wife, bro, because sometimes I'm spending time doing this and I've always been the kind of husband and father, bro, who spend all my time. I'll take vacation days and shit like that to make sure I show up at my kids' stuff, because nobody did that for me when I was growing up. My mother had to work. My father died when I was young. You know what I'm saying? So my mother was, she did the best she could. I don't blame my mom. You know what I'm saying? My mother, but yeah, I was a kid who was I had to support myself and my brother. And me and my brother had to support ourselves at a young age. So we was out there moving and grooving, and we was trying to, survive. And, had jobs at a young age, working my ass off my whole life. So, you know what I'm saying? My kids, when I had kids, I wanted to make sure that, I was that kind of parent who, when you look up in the stands, you're going to see me. You know what I'm saying? And my kids are used to me being there every step of the way. And it's sometimes when I do this, I'm not spending as much time with them. And I thank them for being appreciative of that, appreciative of me and allowing me to do what I want to do. Because it's the first time in my life, bro, that I've ever gotten a chance to do something that's just for me. Raider Nation Unlimited is just for me. It's for me. It's something that I love to do. And my family supports me, man. I appreciate every single one of y'all, man. Thank y'all. We're going to get up out of here. And I'm going to put together some videos of some of the great moments over the next 3 years. We probably going to have a live where, me and the guys are going to get together. I got to reach out to my dog, Andy, bro, and get him back on the screen, man. And thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. We're going to get up out of here. This stream has been powered by BetUS. I got to say it. 150% off your first deposit, 125% of your next 2 deposits, up to $2,000 using YouTube code 150. None greater and none better than BetUS. Shout out to my brother Ridgeback, man. And love y'all, man. Support, peace. I'm out of here, yo. Y'all have a great freaking night, man. Let me read these last 2 supers on the way out. Last 3, man. My guy, God Family Football. My bad, wasted. I did the F up out of here. Talking about God, family, and Raiders for life. Should be ashamed of your effing self. My guy, Ira Jackson. Wu-Tang and Raiders forever. Shout, it don't get no better than that. Ira Jackson, bro. Don't get no better than that. My guy, Hug Dizzle. Wasted. We tune in because you treat us like brothers and sisters, along with keeping our love for the nation high. We appreciate you more than you know. Thank you, Hug D's, man. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you, bro. Thank you. What's that one for my guy, Nav, man, bro? Get the F out of here, wasted. Arm too strong is the point on Elway. Many years until he slowed down a bit. Arguing arm strength was my point. Earlier discussion about the 74-mile-per-hour throw. Yeah, we don't. I thought you were saying that Elway had a weak arm. You're about to be blocked with your crap, Nav, man. But, guys, listen. Thank you. The word of the day is gratitude, guys. Gratitude. Thank you, guys. Have a terrific day. I am out of here. Y'all have a good night, man. We gone. Peace.